So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. They just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. As you can see, we've already started here.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And help's available out wide. Gets away from his opponents. Good take, and he's had a look. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Jordi Alba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And the counter is on. It's Griezmann! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's away! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Jordi Alba goes on a run down the left wing. Gets the better of his man. Jordi Alba. Porto ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Cuts it out. Barcelona are in control here on the brink of half-time. Goes for goal! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Hoists it forward. And it's Messi. Nicely measured pass. Griezmann! He's scored! And already they're looking to run away with it. Oh, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant set-up and finish.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and think that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Here we go again. Jordi Alba plays it forward. He's got away. Jordi Alba. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Well, that had to be more accurate. Now the counter. He'll hit it! He's pulled off a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Disappointing effort, didn't even get past the wall. And here's Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Barcelona take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. It's a loose ball. Porto desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. Here's the cross. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count 1. Throw in. It's a throw. Marcano gets into the right position to intercept. Todibo.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
He's gone for it! Down by a lack of accuracy. Messi. And time is up. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona simply made their superiority count. They found cruise control quite early and didn't need to go to turbo.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coach, oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. How about a shot? He's had a shot! It's there!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Vigo take the early advantage.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Barcelona were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
It is a corner, good chance. Great leap! He's pulled off a fine save.
David Costas really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Iago Aspas gets it, and now what? Griezmann. Jordi Alba. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Here we go again.
Barcelona need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And here's Messi. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, that's nice. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, he can get masterful control on free kicks, and his focus is usually second to none.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any...
Oh, shooting chance! Quick glance at goal. Defence has got rid of that. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Ball's out on the left now. Up to meet it! They've scored! They have come roaring back! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
Messi. And he's there to clear it. He's had a look. Good ball. Has a pop! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
It's a decent ball. Messi turns and goes back. Real chance! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
What are you thinking about the goal? Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
We get a throw in. Vigo making consecutive changes here. Oh, really good feet from him. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba going full steam ahead down the left flank. It has... tries a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. truly deserving winners. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona simply